Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wintercrest Park for CTN's live coverage of high school baseball. It's a little chilly, but we're getting the season underway. Our inaugural broadcast of the spring season has the Cardinals hosting the Anoka Tornadoes. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate, and Howie, for the Cardinals, their second game, for the Tornadoes, their season opener.
Yeah, first and foremost, the weather could be worse, Joe. It was snowing a little bit on the way down here, but I think we're going to be okay. It is a little chilly, but you are correct. It is the first game, including a scrimmage. Anoka did not have any scrimmages this season. They had some run-ins with weather, and so this will be the first time that the Anoka Tornadoes have taken the field in a live game. So it'll be interesting. And as you mentioned, Coon Rapids, a game against Stillwater where they dropped it 2-0. Just a couple of hits in that game for the Cardinals.
There's a look at the Tornadoes' batting order. Shortstop Chase Thomas leading things off, followed by Trent Fredenberg. Alex Farley in the 3 spot as the DH. Trent Palmer behind him. Tanner Fry, Max Ploof, Joe Haubner, Mike Veitbach, and Zach Labar round out the order for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, this should it'll be an interesting game. Talk about the Cardinals in the field.
There they are in the outfield. It's Wolf, Lehman, and Bowie left to right. On the base paths, right to left, Jake Dujmovic, Robert Morrissette, McCoy Merkel, and Zach Remund. John Olson doing the catching for the starter, Jake Hansen.
You know, John Olson's a nice young man they like behind the plate. Dio Lau has typically been slated as a starting catcher for Coon Rapids, but he's been dealing with some things. So Olson's going to take the job behind the plate, and it's one of my favorite positions, as I know it is yours with your illustrious minor league career behind the plate. So it's an important game for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. They want to get the sticks going today, and we'll see what they have in the field as well.
Well, that is a huge concern. As you mentioned, just a couple of hits in the season opener against Stillwater. And, of course, this time of the season, it always takes a bit to get the ball, get the bats going. But, you can't let it go too long because the spring season is oh so short.
And Hansen comes in with a 1.75. He was the pitcher of record against Stillwater in that 2-0 loss. Did get the loss, of course. Pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, one of them being an earned run, with 1 strikeout and 1 walk in that outing against the Ponies.
Well, we are ready to get this one underway as Chase Thompson gets ready to dig in.
Chase Thomas, the starting shortstop for the Tornadoes. He's going to go into UMD, and we've seen the success that the Bulldogs have had this season with a few former Cardinals.
First pitch, swinging, hit well to left. It's over the head of Wolf, and it's going to be extra bases for Thomas. He's in standing with a leadoff double.
Yeah, that fastball came in right at the sweet part of the bat for Thomas, and he jumped on that. Wolf playing in a little bit. Thought that ball, he had the opportunity, but it was going to go over his head. You're going to see it again. Nice, sweet swing by Chase Thomas, the future Bulldog.
Well, it was a nice
It was a nice stance.
Highlights Hansen on the tapes. Trent Fredenberg digging in now with nobody out and a man in scoring position. First pitch, down and away, ball 1.
Fredenberg, the starting second baseman for the Tornadoes here this afternoon.
Little off-speed stuff, chopped to short, scooped up by McCoy Merkel. The throw over to Dujmovic in plenty of time, but the runner advances over to third base, 1 away.
Yeah, nice job moving Thomas over to third with just 1 away, as you mentioned. That runner short distance from home, trying to get that first run of the game across, with Alex Farley at the plate.
Alex Farley, an opportunity to help his own cause before he ever toes the rubber. The first run of the ball game just 90 feet away, and just 1 run on one out on the board. First pitch up high, 1-0.
Of course, Alex's brother Grant Farley played at Coon Rapids. Has a younger brother that's going to Coon Rapids.
Fastball down and in. It's 2-0.
Alex is going to take his game to the U of M next season. Going to be a gopher.
To join his older brother, Grant. Oh, no.
No, Grant's a UMD.
Correct. It was a good pitch and a swing and a miss. 2-1. And now outside, 3-1.
Well, Hansen's got to be concerned about putting Farley on base.
Cleanup man Trent Palmer in the on-deck circle. Big pitch here at 3-1. It's outside, ball 4. And there are runners at the corners.
Yeah, just one away. And Palmer, the starting third base minder.
Olson is going to come out and take over on the bases for Farley.
It'll be Bowen Olson. Palmer gonna go next year to Jacksonville University in Florida. Get away from this cold weather.
Yeah, not many days that you're playing ball in 40-degree weather in Jacksonville. First pitch right back up the box, a dive, but coming up empty is Morrissette. It'll be an RBI single for Trent Palmer.
I believe Anoka rated 8th in the state coming in preseason poll. They're coming off a pretty good record last season, where they finished 16-4. Cardinals were 12-8 last season.
Tornadoes in the preseason poll ranked 8th. Were in the state tournament last year.
Yes, they were.
Good pitch for a strike to start Tanner Fry. 0-1.
Yeah, and Hansen just has to control the damage here in the first. They don't want to give up any more than the 1 run. But with runners at first and second, just 1 away, he's got to keep that ball down in the zone, try and get something on the ground.
Swing and a miss. This is the first time that Hansen's been ahead at a count. Off-speed pitch, loop to short center. Waiting on it is Lehman. He'll come in, make the catch. No chance for Olson to try and advance. There's 2 down. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Max Ploof.
Again, Hansen just looking to pitch out of this inning. Just one out away from getting his opportunity to get his team at the plate.
First pitch is high. And Olson going to trot out to talk to Hansen. Two hits and a run on the board for the Tornadoes here in the top of the first inning. They got runners at first and second with 2 away. And that one misses as well, 2-0.
Yeah, it didn't miss by much, and nice job by Ploof just to let that one go by, not chase it.
Go ahead.
Good fastball right at the knees. Takes the count to 2-1. Hansen working quickly. This one chopped foul, and it will get out of play.
Well, 2-2. We'll see what Hansen offers here. You know, of course, this game's supposed to be at the high school, Joe, but they're having some issues with the field conditions over the ballpark there. So, able to play at Wintercrest, a park we've been at many times. I hit him.
That one hit him, and that'll load him up with 2 away.
Yeah, that hurts at 2-2. Now with the bases juiced, Joe Haubner, the left fielder, going to step to the plate.
An opportunity to open up this lead early.
There's head coach Jerry Coe. Been a fixture in the Cardinal baseball program for many years.
Longer than we have.
24. This is his 24th season.
Fastball misses low, 1-0. Everybody on the bag with 2 away. Hansen kicks and fires out. No, it's called a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, caught that outside portion of the plate. Right at the knees.
Go ahead.
This one right down the middle. He got it off the handle of the bat, pop back up. Hansen will take care of it himself and leave all 3 runners stranded. 1 across on a pair of hits for the Tornadoes in the top of the first. It's 1-0 as we head to the bottom half.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these 2. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
So the Tornadoes taking the field for the first time in this 2016 spring season, and they've got a 1-0 lead. Could have been much bigger.
It could have. That's the one thing the Cardinals are going to take out of that inning is the fact they just gave up the one run.
2 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch. But a pop-up back to the pitcher allowed them to escape and leave those runners stranded. Noah Wolf ready to lead things off for the Cardinals. He'll be followed by Jake Dujmovic. Jake Hansen, the pitcher, hitting third. McCoy Merkel in the 4th spot. Zach Remund, John Olson, Alex Bowie, Avery Lehman, and finally Robert Morrissette round out the order for Coon Rapids.
And they're facing the lefty, Alex Farley.
There's a look at the defense behind him. Tanner Fry, Mike Weitbach, and Joe Haubner patrolling the outfield grass. Max Ploof at first. Trent Fredenberg and Chase Thomas in the middle of the infield. Trent Palmer at the hot corner. Zach Labar doing the catching. And as you mentioned, first start of the season for the left-hander, Alex Farley, who will be a Gopher next season.
Of course, he will join Alex Boxwell. He's in his sophomore season with the Gophers this season.
Good, strong fastball for a strike. Wolf just lets it go by 0-1.
Yeah, nice way to start the ball game for Farley with that fastball. Nice velocity.
High heat. Wolf swings underneath, and it's 0-2 quickly.
Yeah, and there's so much you can do if you're a pitcher here. At 0-2, we'll see what Farley has to offer, but just 2 hits for Coon Rapids against Stillwater.
Down up and away, and it skips away from the catcher Labar, 1-2.
A hit by Dujmovic and Jake Hansen in that contest. Both singles.
This one fouled back, out of play, and Wolf will keep his bat alive. Fans bundled up at the ballpark. We've got blankets and hoods and hats and gloves and mittens and scarves.
Oh my. Yeah, it's definitely a little chilly out here for the opener.
Wolf swings at a pitch down in the dirt. He's going to run it out and not able to beat the throw. He collides with Ploof at first, but a good job by Labar to get it there just in time to complete the strikeout.
Yeah, it didn't get away from him enough where Wolf was able to get to the bag. See the swing and the miss, and it's going to get by him, but Labar able to pick it up and throw him out.
So 1 up, 1 down. Jake Dujmovic will get his opportunity at the plate. First pitch swing and hit well toward the right field gap. It's over the head of Tanner Fry, and he's going to dig for extras in standing easily with a 1-out double.
He jumped all over that fastball offering from Alex Farley. A nice piece of hitting by Dujmovic. His second hit of the season. Got a single and now a double.
And Jake Hansen would love to get a little payback at the plate now. Opportunity with the runner in scoring position to even this score after he was a little shaky for his start. First pitch down and in, 1-0. Just a bit low, 2-0. Farley keeping a close eye on Dujmovic at second. Got a nice little slide step. Quick delivery to the plate. But now 3-0.
Again, trying to keep that ball down, but a little bit too far down in the zone on those first 3 pitches for Farley.
Well, and to a good hitter like Hansen, a walk is not the worst thing that could happen. A little late on the swing there, and it's 3-1.
No, the Cardinals will take it. They'd like to have a couple of base runners here. Again, you talked about trying to get that run back at least.
Well, and for the Tornadoes, it would put the double play back in effect.
Yep.
Little quarter swing foul, and it's a full count. A good job by Farley to battle back from a 3-0 count.
Just going to say, all of a sudden, Farley's in a good spot here at 3-2.
This one slapped toward right center. It'll fall and run the gap. And it's going to be back-to-back doubles, and this will even the score. A big RBI double for Jake Hansen.
Nice piece of hitting. Good way to fight off that fastball and drill it to the gap. And so far, the 2 Cardinals hitters who have got hits this season are continuing. An opportunity for McCoy Merkel. Nice job sitting on that fastball. He found that gap in right center. Jared Crawford going to be the runner at second for Hansen. Crawford, a good athlete, he's got some speed.
Well, you don't usually put the slow guys in as your courtesy runners.
Know, unless you got all slow guys on your team. Got a healthy lead off the bag at second.
Shortstop McCoy Merkel digging in, an opportunity to give his team its first lead here in the bottom of the first. 1 out, a runner at second, pitch up high, 1-0. This one chopped to the right side. Easy play for Ploof to get the out, but the run advances over to third, and is 2 away.
Up to Zach Remund to see if he can bring a run home. As felt a few drops. They talked about rain. We had a little rain-snow mix earlier. They talked about a little rain a little later on, but we're getting some flakes. And
just going to say, a couple of flakes falling here.
Shades of a few years back against Hopkins.
Oh, that was more than a few. Big swing comes up empty to the fastball, and it's 0-1.
I think in that game, by the third inning, the entire field was white.
A good question would be is how many of these kids were alive when that game happened?
That is very true.
Good pitch there, and Farley out to an 0-2 count. That's got to be close to 15 years ago. And I was actually just telling that story. 3-pitch strikeout for Farley to leave the go-ahead run stranded at third, but two hits, 1 run for the Cardinals, and we're tied at 1 after 1. Second inning coming up next on CTN.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Good job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Back at the ballpark, all even hits and runs. Each team getting one across on a couple of hits. Tornadoes did leave the bases juiced in the top half of the first inning. They had 7 men get to the plate. Coon Rapids leaving 1 aboard at third base.
Hansen looking for a little more of an efficient inning here in inning number 2. Oh, nice
Good
pitch.
breaking pitch to start Weitbach out with a strike.
I think he thought that pitch was coming towards him and looked like he was going to.
Definite movement on that. He's going to go right back to it. Not a lot on this one, and it's going to get under the glove of McCoy Merkel at short. Tough play. Is that one just an off-speed pitch? He didn't get much on, and
Nope.
Merkel had to charge, and then just gets it off the tip as it didn't skip as high as he expected. And the leadoff man aboard for the Tornadoes.
Would have been a tough play had he been able to field it cleanly. As you mentioned, that one coming slowly to him.
Yeah, I got to call it an error, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to do it.
Absolutely.
So number 9 hitter, Zach LeBar at the plate. First pitch swinging, fouled off out of play. Put a new dent on the CTN Cruiser.
Well, Millington's here. Something's bound to happen.
Fastball
Nice
in for a strike, 0-2. And missing down and away, trying to get LeBar to chase. But he wasn't having it.
Again, Hansen keeping that pitch low in the zone, trying to get something hit on the ground, see if they can turn a pair.
Runner is going. Pitch is a called strike. Throw is not in time. Yes, it is. On a couple of hops, the tag applied by Morrissette. It's a strike him out, throw him out, double play.
That's called a 2-hopper. You're going to see the throw again. 1, 2. Well, his foot may have come off the base because it looked like he beat the throw there, Joe. We'll see if we can see a better angle of it. Yeah, I think he may have come off the base, but nonetheless, it's a called out by the umpire. Well, that hit him. That's 2 in this
Second
game.
hit batter. Now to put Thomas on base for the second time this afternoon. And now Trent Fredenberg. Ground out to short his first time up.
The ball got away from Dujmovic, but not far enough away to advance the runner.
Fastball missing outside, 1-0. Down low, 2-0.
Now two-away, just trying to, again, get out of this inning with a base runner here after that strikeout throw out.
This one hit right back up the middle, a base knock for Fredenberg. Keeps the inning alive for Anoka.
Again, Alex Farley at the plate, an opportunity to see if he can keep this inning going for his cause on the mound. And Olsen's going to take a trot out again to talk to Hansen how they want to throw to Farley here with runners at first and second, 2 away.
Farley earned a walk his first time up. Now with 2 on and 2 out. A 1-1 run here in the top of the second.
Yeah, Merkel playing tight to the bag, it's short.
That one didn't bend quite enough to find the zone. It's 1-0.
Good patience by Farley to pull back off that pitch.
And that one well up and away. Brings Olsen out of his crouch. 2-0. Fastball swung on and missed.
A nice pitch from Hansen again with some velocity on that pitch, and Farley not able to time that.
Interesting to see both pitchers hitting in the 3 spot. Another good pitch, and it evens the count at 2-2.
Quickly, a good spot now for Hansen.
Up high, full count, and the runners will be off on the pitch. Called third strike, inning over. Farley thought he had earned his second walk of the game. Instead, a called third strike, second strikeout of the inning for Jake Hansen. We go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Back at Wintercrest Park. And we got a barn burner going early.
We do. Anoka with some opportunities in both innings, but Hansen able to get Farley on the strikeout to end the top half of the second.
Both pitchers now with 2 strikeouts. Of course, Farley's only thrown 1 inning. Big 3-pitch strikeout of Zach Remund to end the first with a runner at third. He'll face the 6, 7, 8 hitters here in the second, starting with the catcher, John Olson. First pitch, and Olson can't quite catch up with the fastball.
Yeah, we talked at the beginning of the game about one of the concerns for the Cardinals was hitting the ball, and their 2 hitters were hit in that Stillwater game, able to come through here in this game so far. They need some protection, especially from the bottom half of the lineup.
Breaking pitch falls off the table a little early, and it's ball 1. Farley does not take time on the hill, boy.
No, he comes right after
ready
you.
to cock and fire.
Yep.
2-1.
Real 4, be ready now.
Nice pitch there.
Good fastball, evens the count. Well, he had a good first inning. He gave up a run on a couple of hits, but 17 pitches, 12 for strikes, including those 2 strikeouts. 2-2 pitch goes to the breaking ball, chopped up over the mound. Good scoop by Thomas from short. The throw in time for out number 1.
Now Thomas with a nice play, gunned it over to Ploof at the bag at first.
Yeah, it's very similar to the hit at the start of the top half of the second inning that Merkel didn't handle quite as well. Good charge there by Thomas. Knew that the ground was soft and a high hop over the hill, and he charged just right. Got the throw over in time. Now right fielder Alex Bowie takes a pitch up and in. Another one up high, 2-0.
A junior.
Thought about going, but holds off, and it's a good pitch, 2-1. This one fouled off out of play, and Farley back to a 2-2 count.
Farley just continuing trying to be efficient here in his second inning of work.
Good fastball right there, and Bowie is frozen for strikeout number 3. That'll bring up Avery Lehman. That was a no-doubter right there, right down the pipe. Just about belt high. Another junior for the Cardinals, and this is once again a pretty senior-dominated lineup for Coon Rapids. High fly to right field, waiting on it is Fry, and Fry has that fly for out number 3. We go to the third. It's Anoka 1, Coon Rapids 1. You're watching high school baseball on CTN.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
There you see the fans all bundled up behind home plate here at Wintercrest Park. It's the beauty of early season baseball in Minnesota. And tomorrow it's going to be in the 60s, Thursday into the 70s.
You just never know.
We're just here a couple days early.
Yeah, that's all that it is.
Palmer, Fry, and Ploof due up for the Tornadoes here in the third inning. Palmer, an RBI single his first time up. Looks at a pitch down in the dirt. Easy take there. Looking for that outside edge down and away and just missing again, 2-0. Brought it back inside, but a little too far. It's 3-0.
Yeah, now in a tough situation, falling behind 3-0. Does not want to give him the free pass. Lead this inning off.
Off-speed pitch is in there, and Palmer taking it all the way. That one got him swinging, and it's back to a full count. Good job by Hansen to battle back. An opportunity here to keep Palmer off the base paths. This one chopped to the right side. Morrissette on a second hop. Throw to Dujmovic in plenty of time.
Close. It took a high hop. The Anoka fans thought that play was safe. We'll take another look at it.
Was that close?
No, I didn't think so either.
It was closer than I thought it was.
Yeah, it was too. They got him by that much.
Tanner Fry will dig in. A fly to center field his first time up. That pitch outside for ball one. Comes back with one right down the heart of the plate, 1-1. Top of the third inning, we're all tied at 1. Season opener for the defending section champion Anoka Tornadoes. Second game of the year for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals got a scrimmage in early against Cretin before that first game was Stillwater. They've had a couple of opportunities to get on the diamond.
Pitch down in the dirt, a pretty easy take for Tanner Fry, and the pitch count on the rise for Jake Hansen here. 3-1 pitch. Hit high to right field. Going back on it is Bowie. He's not going to catch up to it. It's gone. A home run for Tanner Fry. Puts Anoka back in front, 2-1.
Yeah, Fry got a hold of that pitch, and it was high and deep, and Bowie was back at the fence. Wasn't sure that it was going to go originally. Thought it was going to fall at the base, but it carried over that right field fence for the home run. And as you mentioned, the Tornadoes taking the lead back now, 2-1.
The big fly for Tanner Fry puts his team back in the driver's seat here, 2-1.
He left that fastball up high in the zone.
Oh yeah, just right there. And Tanner Fry made it a meal.
Yes, he did. It was an extra large fry.
Max Ploof up next. Hansen starts him off with a breaking pitch, strike one. Well, and that was kind of a result of Hansen getting himself in trouble again, you know, falling way behind in the count, trying to battle back, and Fry took advantage. Pitch down low, scooped up, 1-1.
Well, when you leave that pitch up high to a good hitter, they'll make you pay.
Off-speed pitch, foul and out of play, 1-2. Well, it's that first pitch is so important to try and get that first pitch strike. pitch with the lead in the count. Good position here for Hansen at 1-2. Goes to the breaking ball again, and good job by Ploof to adjust, drop the head of the bat down, and kind of golf that one. And dropped it into no man's land in right center for a one-out single.
Yeah, a nice piece of hitting, as you mentioned, able to put that ball in that spot in right center. Nothing that Bowie or Lehman could do. As he saw that pitch down low in the zone.
Yeah, that's right off his shoe tops. It'll bring up Haubner. Haubner a pop-up right in front of home plate that ended the first inning with bases loaded. Now with a runner at first and one out. Fastball fouled, and Haubner
right off the foot.
He's going to feel that one.
Yeah, especially with the cold weather, it's going to hurt a little extra. Olsen's going to trot out, bring the ball back to Hansen, take another look at that.
Well, and I think the umpire said, why don't you go
right
ahead.
Actually, off his calf. Why
don't you go ahead and take some time with your pitcher, because we want to give the hitter an opportunity to walk that one off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he'll have a bruise tomorrow morning.
That'll leave a mark.
Oh, absolutely.
Have a chat with head coach Shannon Blansett.
And now Haubner ready to dig back in, 1-1. The on and off flurries have returned. Fastball called to strike, and Haubner thought that one was inside. Not the way the umpire saw it. 1-2. Well, curveball, a half swing number back to the mound, and he's out at first. Ploof does advance to second base on the play.
That's kind of a, oops, I hit the ball.
Check swing.
Yep.
Whoopsie. I want to swing. No, I don't
stop.
really.
I guess I gotta go.
Darn.
I got to run now.
Boy, it almost had a little bit of backswing spin on it. And there's a little half swing on the fastball by Zweitbach, and got a little piece of it, 1-0, or 0-1. Curveball misses low, 1-1.
See a little bit of the sun trying to break out between a small opening in the
while
clouds,
it snows.
While it snows.
Fastball, a little chin music there as Zweitbach had to back away. Up and in, make him a little uncomfortable. Runner at second base, 2 away. Anoka 2-1 lead here in the top of the third inning. That pitch is low, 3-1.
Now in a tough spot again for Hansen at 3-1 with 2 away.
Tried to pull the string a little bit and left it low, ball 4. Second walk of the game for Hansen. And Anoka's got runners at first and second with 2 down here, and Zach Labar coming up. Labar fanned back in the second inning.
Labar, just a sophomore, getting the opportunity to start behind the plate for the Tornadoes in their opener.
Looks at a fastball, strike 1. Well, and the hard part about that walk to Zweitbach is that he started him out 0-1 and then threw 4 straight balls. This one hit to short center. Waiting on it is Lehman. He makes the catch and ends the threat. We go to the bottom of the third, and Anoka 2, Coon Rapids 1. You're watching live high school baseball on CTN.
Sure is a nice day for a ride.
Hey, I gotta go.
Traffic's a little heavy, though. I wonder if this person in front of me sees me.
I'll listen to this song.
I'm sure they see me.
What should I make for dinner?
Looks clear. Let's get in front of this bus
Maybe
here.
I should pick up Chinese. I don't feel like cooking tonight.
Okay, everything looks good.
There's something going on over there.
They really gotta see me in that mirror.
Oh, I better get on the other side of the road.
Hey, look out!
Look twice for motorcyclists.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Back at Wintercrest Park. Midway through this third inning, Anoka gets the big long ball by right fielder Tanner Fry to take the 2-1 lead. Number 9 hitter Robert Morrissette will lead off for Coon Rapids. Very strong second inning for Farley on the mound for Anoka. Got Coon Rapids 1-2-3 on just 11 pitches.
Again, now pitching with a lead after that home run by Fry.
Just 2 hits allowed, and those 2 equaled the run. They were back-to-back doubles in the first inning to Dujmovic and Hansen. Those are the only marks against him on the hill. He's retired everyone else he's faced. Fastball misses low.
Yeah, and we talked about hitting for the Cardinals, especially from that lower part of the lineup. Down by a run, like to see if something started here.
This one skied just beyond the infield on the left side. Thomas will come in and make the catch on the dirt for out number 1.
Quick out for the Cardinals here in the bottom half of the third. Brings us back to the top, Joe Young.
Noah Wolf went down swinging and then was thrown out at first on the drop third strike. Looks at a fastball up high.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to talk to Noah at the spring preview that we did on the baseball team. Pretty excited for this season to start.
That one didn't miss by much, but it's 2-0. Off-speed pitch, fouled away out of play. Concession stand's not open, so you don't get that free bag of popcorn.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
It's good for me because it means my broadcast partner doesn't leave the booth to go chase every foul ball.
Hey, guys got to eat.
Good breaking pitch there, in for a strike, evens the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss, another strikeout for Farley. His 4th in the game, 2nd time that he's fanned Wolf. And he's got the first 2 batters he's faced here in the 3rd inning.
A nice pitch by Farley here as he saw the bottom drop out. Wolf chasing it.
And now he'll face the only 2 who have found their way on base. Jake Dujmovic, first pitch swinging, drove a double over the head of the right fielder, Tanner Fry. Farley tried to get him to reach for a breaking pitch out of the zone, and no deal.
That first pitch to Dujmovic in that first inning was a fastball, and Farley decided he wasn't going to make that mistake again here.
This one's a fastball. Hit high to the right side, drifting into foul territory. Fry will run out of real estate as it gets out of play, 1-1.
Is that Jeremy Millington chasing the ball?
There's no way he's that fast.
That's true. He'd just be getting started if it was him, I guess. He'd saunter. He would saunter over to the ball.
1-1 pitch now from Farley to Dujmovic, up high, 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch, up high, 3-1. Just the second time in the ball game that Farley has gone to a 3-pitch count or a 3-ball count.
Well, and it's a situation you don't want to give up the free pass. You got a good hitter in Jake Hansen coming up right behind him.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's a full count. Fastball
nice
in, strike three, back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning for Farley. The Tornadoes will go to the fourth, leading 2-1 on CTN.
If you have a collision at 25 miles an hour and you're not wearing a seatbelt, it's like falling from a 2-story building. At 40 miles an hour, it's like falling from 6 stories high. And at 60 miles an hour, if you're not wearing your seatbelt and you crash, it's like falling from 12 stories high. Buckle up. A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Both teams able to get on the board in the first. Anoka with an RBI single by Trent Palmer following the leadoff double by Chase Thomas. Got them on the board. Then back-to-back doubles for the Cardinals in the bottom half of that inning. Jake Hansen with the RBI shot that evened the score. And then in the top of the third, Tanner Fry turns on a 3-1 fastball and delivers it over the right field fence, putting his team in front 3-1. And Alex Farley is looking good. He's cruised on the mound. He's given up just those 2 hits. He's got 5 strikeouts in the game now.
Yeah, he's pitched well. Of course, this is a big game for him, against players that he played with growing up, in this Coon Rapids community.
Top of the order here in the top of the third for Anoka. Chase Thomas, as we talked about, in our double leading off the ball game. Actually, very first pitch of the ball game. Able to check his swing on that breaking pitch. And he then scored on the single by Palmer. Pitch up high, 2-0.
As we move to the top of the fourth, an important inning for Hansen and the Cardinals. They certainly like a quick one, but they don't want to give up any additional runs here, down 2-1.
This one hit high to center. In on it is Lehman. Makes the catch for out number 1.
That's a nice out, getting a good hitter like Thomas out to start this top of the fourth.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Trent Fredenberg. Singled his last time up, 1 for 2 for the game and in the season. This one chopped, first pitch to third. Fielded by Remund. The throw in lots of time, and there's 2 down quickly.
Yeah, so far a quick inning for Hansen, just with the doctor ordered. Nice job by Remund. Nice pickup of the ball and the throw across the diamond. A little bit low, but good grab by Dujmovic.
Alex Farley, a walk and a strikeout. Off-speed pitch, and Farley way out in front of it, 0-1. Fastball fouled off the handle and out of play, 0-2. This one hit well to left, and it's out of the reach of Wolf. It'll be extra bases for Farley as he digs for 2, and he's in standing with the 2-out double.
Yeah, that had an unusual hook to it. Hook down to the base in left field. Jack Hetrick going to be the courtesy runner for Farley, number 8 for the Tornadoes. You can see that one get away from Wolf. Opportunity for Trent Palmer now. He's got a base hit and an RBI.
Curveball inside, 1-0. This one high, but not very deep. Coming in is Lehman. He's there for out number 3, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Still Anoka 2, Coon Rapids 1. You're watching high school baseball on CTN.
Why should you wear your seatbelt? Because the car could crash. You'll fly out the windshield and you'll go to the hospital. If you don't wear your seatbelt, you will get a ticket. How much does the ticket cost? Tickets cost $500. 10 billion. No, around in the 300 and 400 price range. Seatbelts are cool. I want a seatbelt all my life.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
On to the bottom of the 4th. Anoka leading 2-1 here at Wintercrest Park. Tornadoes season opener, 2nd game of the year for Coon Rapids, looking for their first win, but they need to get the bats going.
They do.
Just 2 hits in that season opening loss against Stillwater. They've got 2 hits here, and by those same 2 players.
No, that's the key, Joe. Just other players able to get base hits for the Cardinals. Of course, Hansen, one of those players that has base hit, an RBI. 2nd double of that inning.
Well, and Farley has retired the last 8 in a row since giving up that RBI double to Hansen back in the 1st inning. Tied the game at 1 back then.
He's pitched well, there's no question.
And efficiently.
Yes.
Just 41 pitches through 3 innings, 26 of them for strikes. Misses that one outside, 1-0. Hansen got a piece of that. It's 1-1.
And that's the thing about Farley. He's been, as you mentioned, he's been efficient and he's been good in the count here this afternoon.
Good breaking pitch, completely baffled Hansen, and a half-hearted swing as he was out over the plate and the pitch wasn't halfway there.
Well, yeah, he committed and there's no way he was going to pull back.
1-2. Goes back to it, tried to drop that one in and can't quite find the zone. It'll even the count at 2-2. Fastball just misses inside. It's a tough pitch to take if you're Jake Hansen.
Yeah, no doubt about it that a lot of velocity on that, but way on the inside, enough trying to get that inside corner.
And misses down inside again. That's a first walk issued by Alex Farley this afternoon. And just the third base runner he's allowed. This in the leadoff spot here in the fourth, representing the tying run. Jared Crawford will come out as the courtesy runner again for Jake Hansen.
Also, now this is the part you test your lineup to see if some of your other bats can get some base hits.
McCoy Merkel, a ground out to first, his first time up. Check on the runner, he's back in time. Can't get too big a lead when you're facing a lefty.
Nope. Going over again.
Crawford not fooled. And he's really not taking a big lead.
He's getting a few steps off the bag.
Pitch misses outside, 1-0. Check on him again, and he's back in time.
Well, they know that Crawford has that speed, and they want to keep him close to the bag.
Quick throw, and Crawford dives back safely.
Yeah, definitely getting the uniform dirty.
That looked a little weird. That bunt hit him. Yep. That's a foul ball. Oh, he's out. And the runner has to return to first. That bunt came back up and hit Merkel.
Now tough break for Merkel. He tried to get the runner over on a bunt attempt, and got to stay out of the way of the baseball. Not much he could have done.
No, it's got some crazy backspin here.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Comes back,
comes right back at him.
Hits him in his shoulder. He's got to try and stay back. And so that'll be out number one, and Crawford back to first. This one fouled back and out of play. Zach Remund, a strikeout victim on 3 pitches, his first time up back in the first inning. With 1 out and a runner at first. Trying to help his team even this score back up. If only we could move the field, I don't know what, 20, 30 miles out past right center. It looks like it's sunny over there. Or somehow move
we'll have to petition the city for that.
if there was some way to move that hole in the clouds over here.
I'll make a call.
See what you can do.
I'll see what I can do.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
I've got connections.
Farley spending a lot of energy and paying a lot of attention to the runner Crawford over at first. Comes home with a fastball for a strike, 0-2.
Again, sometimes that can throw a pitcher off his rhythm, but hasn't done that to Farley here.
Well, he's thrown 4 pitches and 6, 7 pickoff moves since putting that runner on base. That one's in the dirt and took a high hop. Even if LeBar knew where it was, I don't know that he'd have had time to get Crawford. So Crawford will advance on the wild pitch. And that puts that tying run in scoring position here with 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Called 3rd strike. And Raymond didn't move down, so LeBar able to tag him. If Raymond is able to get out of the box toward the base and he's got to throw down to complete that out, the runner's probably going to advance.
Again, it looked like he was going to offer it that pitch, and he's just retreating towards the dugout.
Now John Olson. Pitch in the dirt all the way to the backstop. Crawford will round 3rd, take several steps towards the plate, but he'll have to stay there. But the tying run just 90 feet away. 2nd wild pitch of the inning for Alex Farley. Gives up the leadoff walk.
Yeah,
and then two wild pitches have advanced that tying run to 3rd base.
Big opportunity for John Olson here. See if he can come through with a base knock.
Another pitch down low. Good stop by LeBar. 2-0.
Cardinals would love to tie it up here in the bottom of the 4th.
Off-speed pitch in for a strike. LeBar not able to squeeze it, but it doesn't get away from him far enough for Crawford to try and scamper home. And now inside, 3-1. And now Farley in a position where he's got to put something over the plate. Should be a good pitch to hit for John Olson. Here it is. Down and away, ball 4, 2nd walk of the inning. Runners at the corners with 2 away.
First inning that Farley's in a little bit of trouble. At least since the 1st. And head coach Blansette's coming out to have a word with him at the mound. I don't believe, of course, we can't see the bullpen on the other side of us. I don't believe there's any action there.
And I don't think there's really any reason to be that concerned. A couple of walks, a couple of wild pitches, but he had been cruising coming into this inning. And he's really just 1 pitch away from getting out of this mini jam.
Yeah, I think it's more of a meeting at the mound just to settle your pitcher down a little bit.
Well, and to talk strategy,
I was just going to say,
I think for your infield, because they know that Coon Rapids is probably going to look to run that first base runner. And they want to make sure everybody's on the same page as to what they're going to try to do to make sure that Crawford doesn't come home with the tying run. Bowie standing in. He was struck out in the 2nd. Pitch is up high, and LeBar makes sure that all the runners stay at their respective bases. Olson at first, Crawford at 3rd, and a good fastball in for a strike to Bowie. And the count is even at 1-1. High and away.
Again, Farley just has to be concerned about that hitter at the plate.
Off-speed pitch gets Bowie swinging, and the count is even at 2-2.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Runner is off from first, and Bowie fouls it back to the backstop. It'll stay 2-2. Good jump by Olsen. Caught looking is Bowie for the second time, and Coon Rapids going to leave runners stranded at the corners. A nice job to come back from a little jam, and Farley gets out of it. We go to the fifth, Anoka 2, Coon Rapids 1 on CTN.
Extra DWI enforcement is now being served on Minnesota roads. Don't be what you drink. Extra DWI enforcement is now being served on Minnesota roads. Getting busted will cost you thousands. Don't be what you drink.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Start of the fifth, Anoka leading 2-1. One out home run by right fielder Tanner Fry is the difference in the game, and Fry will lead off here in the fifth for Anoka.
Really no work in either bullpen at this point. Hansen giving up the 5 hits. As you mentioned, one of those, the long ball.
First pitch to Fry is down and in, 1-0. Fell behind Fry 3-0 and was trying to battle back. And Fry connected on a 3-1 fastball.
Nice pitch.
It's a good pitch right down the pipe. Even it up. A little late on that swing, and it's 1-2.
Again, Hansen, just looking for another quick inning.
And a 3, strike 3, gets him a quick out to start. A good-looking breaking pitch fooled Fry. See it running down and in on him. Third strikeout of the game for Hansen on the mound. Starts with the breaking pitch to Ploof, strike 1.
Ploof with a base hit in this contest.
This one high foul and will get out of play.
There goes Millington.
It's 0-2.
He didn't have to run as far. Now we'll see a little work in the Cardinal bullpen.
Ray Wellner.
Yep.
Up and getting loose.
Ray pitched a shutout inning, and that lost to Stillwater.
Another foul ball out of play. Another 0-2 pitch for Hansen. This
That's
one popped up, and Shapiro dives.
Almost.
And good effort. Good effort for a guy your age. It's a great effort.
An old man like me.
Stay 0-2.
I think I pulled something.
Ploof battling here, down 0-2. This one hit right back through the middle. Good AB for Max Ploof.
Yeah, he fought off a number of pitches and able to come back with that shot up the middle.
His second base knock of the ball game. Now 2 for 2. He was also hit by a pitch back in the third, so he's been on base all 3 times, or back in the first.
Yeah, right back up the box.
That's what you do to a guy who hits you first inning. You
Yeah.
get 2 hits off him.
Absolutely.
The next 2 times up.
That'll teach him.
Joe Haubner looking for his first knock of the season. Good looking breaking pitch. Start him strike 1. Comes back with a fastball. Haubner got a piece of it, 0-2.
A good spot for Hansen to be in, heading the count.
Misses high, 1-2. 1 out and 1 on here in the top of the 5th inning. Anoka with a 1-0 lead. This one skied and out of play. Gotta quit doing that. You're really gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's put a little Ben Gay on. That'll be good.
Well, you know, you're setting a good example for the kids.
For the young kids, yeah.
Effort levels there.
Well, you know, I'm in training to get that popcorn, so.
Well, eventually they will have the concessions open at the ballpark. This one's inside, 2-2. Two and 2. Breaking pitch in the dirt, skips to the backstop, and Ploof is going to round second, but he'll stay there. Good hustle by Olsen to get to the loose baseball. First wild pitch of the game for Hansen. Put that runner into scoring position, and that, with the way this game is going, that could be a huge run. Neither team really doing a lot offensively. That one's outside, ball 4.
Yeah, just the 1 out in the inning with runners at first and second. But a base hit, a hit to the gap here in this situation. Good score run as Coach Coe is going to take a walk to the mound. We talked about Wellner throwing in the bullpen. We'll see if Jerry's going to make a move.
I don't know that Wellner's quite that warm yet, but I think much like we saw in the bottom of the 4th inning, that just want to talk it over, settle some nerves, make sure the infield is all on the same page for situational plays. And they, of course, understand how important that run is at second especially, but both base runners are.
Absolutely. In a 1-run contest, you just you want to keep it at that.
Yeah, and again, you're just one pitch away from getting out of this. If you can get someone to bounce into a double play, it's back to the dugout and back to the plate. Might fight back. Reached on an error in the first and a walk in the second and a walk in the third.
Wellner stopped throwing.
In there for a called strike, just clipped the outside corner low and away.
Now he's back at it again.
right there. Strike two. This one chopped back up the middle, scooped up by Merkel. The throw gets him at second, but the relay is not going to be made. They're going to get one, and the runners will be at the corners.
Well, you get that all-important second out in the meantime, and just be concerned about that hitter at the plate coming up. Yeah, no opportunity to throw to the bag at first for a double play.
Yeah, Haubner, good slide, disrupting any chance for Morrissette to try and turn. And, you know, that was kind of, again, another slow one through the infield that Merkel had to flip over quickly and just no time to try and get the relay. So now two down, runners at the corners, and the batter is Zach Labar, the catcher, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to center.
And trying to keep that pitch down low in the zone, a little bit out of it for a ball.
And you certainly want to stop this inning before you get back to the top of the order. Down and in, now 2-0.
Yeah, he took the words right out of my mouth. I was exactly going to say that with a hitter like Chase Thomas on deck.
Fastball at the letters, swung through by Labar, 2-1. Now down low, 3-1.
You certainly don't want to lose him here, this situation.
Gets him swinging, a full count. The runner is going to move to second. And no chance Olson's going to throw, so he'll move on fielder's indifference.
Well, Labar most likely going to get a good pitch here at 3-2.
Full count pitch, chop foul. And we'll try it again. Called third strike, and that was a huge pitch for Jake Hansen, keeping this at a one-run game. Midway through the fifth, it's Anoka 2, Coon Rapids 1. You're watching high school baseball on CTN.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Bottom of the sixth, Coon Rapids needs, or bottom of the fifth rather, and Coon Rapids needs a comeback, but they need the bats to start.
They really do.
We've talked about all game long. Just 2 hits in the first game of the season, just 2 hits here in the second outing of the season. Both of those coming back in the first inning. They were back-to-back doubles by Dujmovic and Hansen.
Well, you know, certainly that has to concern Coach Coe a little bit to getting these bats going, as you see Josh Barker warming up in the Tornado bullpen.
Yeah, when you only have 2 kids in your dugout who have base hits midway through the second game of the season.
Same 2 kids.
Same. That's what I'm saying. You only got 2 kids in the dugout. 2 kids.
2, count them.
Who have hits. Want to see a little more, but again, always the bats are the last thing to get going. Good fastball from Farley to start Lehman out 0-1. It's a lot easier to get the defense and the pitching going than it is to get the bats. And Farley coming out throwing gas, 0-2. Lehman a fly ball to center, his only time up so far. That one a little high, and Farley trying to get him to reach for something out of the zone, and Lehman's not buying.
Right. Farley fell off the mound a little bit, kind of gave a smile to his catcher.
This one popped back out of play, and Lehman will keep himself alive. Farley tried to pull the string a little bit. Little half swing, strike 3. 8th strikeout of the game for Farley.
It's impressive. He's had a nice outing here this afternoon, and again, kind of a half swing.
Well, and he had to swing at that. That would have been a strike had he not. But out in front of the breaking pitch, tried to slow the bat down, at least foul it off, and unable to make contact. Morrissette showed bunt, takes it back, and it's in for a strike, 0-1. Morrissette, a pop-up his first time up. And now 0-2. I don't think Farley liked the visit to the mound.
No.
Or the work in the bullpen.
No.
He said, hey, coach, it's my game.
I got plenty left. Plenty left in the tank, even though it's the first game of the season.
He's looking sharp here in the 5th. This one off the end of the bat, rolled to Thomas at short. Thomas's throw in the dirt, and in time, nice scoop by Ploof. And there's 2 down.
Tough play. Ploof made a nice stab at the ball, digging it out of the dirt.
Well, Morrissette, good speed down the base paths.
I'll take another look at that. Yeah, he was. I thought he was safe. I wanted to see the replay.
Well, it's early in the season.
Absolutely.
Early in the season.
Yeah, they got to work the bugs out as well.
But I will say that he has been consistent on the basis that all of the very close plays have gone in favor of the defense. So, and that's a heck of a dig by Ploof.
It is, because Thomas had to rush that throw.
Wolf 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts, and he's quickly behind in the count, 0-2. But there have been a number of very close plays on the bases, and like I said, every one of them has gone in the favor of the defense. Swinging strike 3, throw down in plenty of time, and another 1-2-3 inning for Farley on the mound. We go to the 6th, Anoka 2, Coon Rapids 1.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. And now she's holding on for dear life. Her kids can see she may have broke her knees. They still love her though she looks like she's attacked by killer bees. I'm allergic. Proof you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
There you go, a decent crowd on hand for this early season ball game. Somebody, from the neighborhood, if they were to come by selling hot chocolate, would probably make a killing. I'm just throwing it out there.
Ray Wellner, the new pitcher record for Coon Rapids. We talked about had a shutout inning against Stillwater, pitched the 6th against the Ponies. Now comes in the 6th here against the Tornadoes.
Well, and a very good outing, really, for Hansen through 5 innings. Gave up just the 2 runs, handful of hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Hit a couple of batters, but 2 runs in 5 innings is definitely not a bad outing, especially this early in the year. Well, they're able to bend that one over, even the count of 1-1. Top of the order he's facing here, Chase Thomas is 1 for 2. Double and a run scored. He's also hit by a pitch. Looks at that bender outside. It's in there to even it up, 2-2. It does look like some blue skies moving over us, at least for a short time, maybe. Thomas calls time and backs out of the box. That one's down in the dirt. Nice backhanded stop by Olsen. Full count here to the leadoff man in the top of the 6th inning. Reaches out and pokes that one towards center. In on it for the out is Lehman. And there's 1 down. Looked like that one might fall in front of the center fielder, but Lehman a good jump on it.
Yeah, held up enough for him to get over to the ball.
Now Trent Freidenberg, 1 for 3. Single back in the 2nd inning, a couple of ground outs around that. That one didn't miss by much, 1-0.
The Cardinals in the field, obviously, again, just like a quick inning, get back to the plate. Just trailing by a run.
Clips the corner down and away, 1-1. Curveball outside, 2-1. This one hit to the left side, scooped up by Merkel. The throw in time for out number 2.
Oh, Merkel with the scoop and a nice throw over to Dujmovic. A little low, but again, getting the runner plenty of time.
Well, Dujmovic, good range of motion again. Over on his backhand and scoop that up. And now here's Farley. Farley, a walk and a double and a strikeout. Fouls back the first offering. This one hit to the right side, scooped up by Dujmovic. Easy jog to the bag, and 1, 2, 3 go the Tornadoes in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom half. Coon Rapids trailing Anoka 2-1 on CTN.
I will not be news today. I will not make another push to be the first man in space with frosted tips and a puka shell necklace. And I will not go viral when my terror is caught on camera when I finally realize that in the vacuum of space, no one can hear you sing. I'm Lance Bass, and I will not be trending today because there is a much bigger story that needs to be heard.
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Back at the ballpark, entering the late innings. Ready to start the sixth here. And Anoka still with that 2-1 lead. A home run back in the third inning by right fielder Tanner Fry has given the Tornadoes the lead. And great job on the hill by Alex Farley to hold on to it. Allowed a couple of base runners in the fourth inning, but only 4 base runners allowed all game through 5.
Yeah, that's impressive outing.
8 strikeouts.
Outing on the mound.
Only 2 hits allowed. Those were back-to-back doubles back in the first inning. He gave up the 2 walks in the fourth inning, but also had 2 strikeouts in that inning and left runners stranded at the corners.
Well, he's going to face both those hitters to start this bottom half of the sixth.
Well, and the big concern for Coon Rapids again has to be the hitting. They haven't had many base runners, but twice they have left runners stranded at third base. They have just the 2 hits back in the first inning. It was Dujmovic and Hansen back-to-back doubles. They will lead off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dujmovic and Hansen also the only 2 to have hits in the season opener against Stillwater.
Well, at this point in the ballgame, they'll take that continued success at the plate, trailing by a run.
Fastball up high and plenty of pop left in the arm of Alex Farley as he starts his 6th inning of work, but just 75 pitches thrown through 5 innings.
That's the key is the amount of pitches he's thrown here this afternoon.
Up high again, 2-0. Left it high again. It's 3-0.
We saw a little work in the Tornado bullpen earlier.
I just want to point out that we talked a little bit about how his efficiency starting off the 4th inning, which is when he struggled.
Yep.
We started the 6th inning here talking about his efficiency, and he throws 3 straight balls. Comes back with a little off-speed pitch in the zone. Dujmovic taking all the way on 3-0. 3-1. He'll put this into foul territory and out of play. And a big pitch for both pitcher and batter. Because Dujmovic certainly doesn't want to let him off the hook after starting 3-0. Here it is, 3-2 count. It's up high, ball 4.
Well, the Cardinals will take base runners any way they can get them.
And now Jake Hansen will come up, had that RBI double back in the first. He also walked in the fourth, so he has reached in both of his at-bats or plate appearances. Off-speed pitch, in for a strike.
Cardinals may be looking to play a little small ball and move the runner down to second.
Well, but with their problems hitting, York offers the bunt, strike 2.
Takes the bunt away.
And I don't know that I'd bunt my number 3 hitter, who's one of only 2 guys in my lineup that have a hit this season.
No, you're not going to be able to do that in this situation, not with 2 strikes.
Fastball low. But of course, by even calling for the bunt here from Hansen, I think that's Coach Cole showing he still has confidence. That throw in the dirt. Labar's throw is not in time. And a good hustle, good base running by Dujmovic to get into scoring position.
Well, again, the ball didn't get away that very far from Labar.
But it went behind the batter, and so Labar had to recover it back behind Hansen.
Yep, and he kind of moved away from him to get that throw off, and
still made a good throw. Strike 3 and out number 1. 9th strikeout of the game for Farley. It's not nice you to laugh at me.
I laughed at you. You broke your lead.
Twice. And now McCoy Merkel. And talk about him showing confidence in the rest of his lineup, and this is him just, I think, telling Merkel, hey, relax, you're a hitter, you can do this.
Yep, absolutely.
Go up there and do it. Merkel tried to lay down a bunt, and it took a funny hop with some backspin, came back and hit him in the shoulder. First pitch, slap foul. Dujmovic, the runner at second base with 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Pitch is in the dirt. Nice stop by Labar.
Yeah, we saw a situation where I think that was that 4th inning where a couple of wild pitches got past. The pitches got past Labar. That one able to keep in front of him.
I don't know if that was supposed to be an off-speed pitch or was supposed to have some break to it. Either way, it stayed up high, 2-1. Fastball swung on and missed. It's 2-2. That one I'm pretty sure was supposed to be a curveball, and it just didn't break. Stays up and out of the zone and a full count. Fastball misses low, ball 4. Labar lost it underneath himself, but Dujmovic not able to advance.
Now you got a couple of base runners, first and second, with just one out, and I think we'll see if they change pitchers at this point. Second meeting at the mound for Coach Blancette. We saw Barker warming up in the pen.
Again, 2 walks in the inning, but in between was a solid strikeout. 9th of the game for Farley.
We're being told that the bullpen is quiet, so looks like Farley will stay on the mound.
And again, maybe just, especially early in the season, you see more of that, bring the infield in, talk a little strategy, make sure everybody's on the same page, which, hard hit ball, we're going to try and get that lead run. softer stuff. We got to take any out we can get. And again, you know, at this point, you got double plays in a couple of different spots. So trying to get that double play ball and you get back out of the inning. Fastball's in for a strike, and Farley fires another one high, 1-1.
Well, again, you obviously want to be careful in this situation. You're up by just a run as we're into the late innings.
Another one way upstairs, 2-1. Not going to get a ground ball on a pitch at the shoulders. Hard to turn that double play. Fastball at the knees, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, and Raymond looked back at the official, thought that was a little low.
This one popped up in foul territory, off to the right over his Ploof. Makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, that's a big out now with 2 away. Just be concerned about that hitter at the plate. And the Cardinals have not been able to make much contact on the ball. Opportunity for John Olson here. See the ground out in the walk.
Fastball skips away from LeBar. Both runners are going to advance. And now we're at a spot where a base knock could potentially put Coon Rapids in front.
Yeah, especially if you can get somebody in the gap. Allow the base runners to come around.
And that'll be a pass ball. That's one that LeBar's got to have.
No question.
Olson chops it to the left side, slow roller. Palmer makes the throw, and he's off
safe.
the base. He's safe, and Dujmovic comes home with the tying run.
Wow.
Throw was offline. It was a slow roller.
Let's take another look at
And
that.
the throw took Ploof off the base.
Oh yeah, he's
There's
off.
no question.
No question he's off the bag.
An error is going to even the score.
They're going to get a pinch hitter now with Tyler Brick. Going to take his swings against Farley.
Well, and that's just an early season mistake. That's one. I think he had time. I don't know if he rushed the throw, but definitely offline. And Ploof came off the bag, and score is even. That was exactly the ground ball that Farley was looking for to get out of that jam. And instead now, runners at the corners, a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tyler Brick, as you mentioned, will come in and pinch hit.
I'm going to talk about things. LeBar bringing his infield in, talk about things at the mound.
Tyler Brick, a big kid. If he gets a hold of one, just needs to put it in play and get it down for a knock.
Yeah, base hit obviously scores the go-ahead run. And you go to the top of the 7th and see if you can close it out, but you got to score the run first. But Cardinals doing the job, getting that second run on the air.
Fastball, he got a piece of it. It's foul. Runners off from first. Pitch is low. Oof.
They're fortunate.
Yeah.
It's
that
fortunate.
one skipped off of the head of Merkel at third.
See the swing and the miss, and LeBar's going to throw it onto the bag with a big lead by Merkel. And fortunate.
Oh no, he got it. I thought it was Palmer's
collision.
Yeah, it was Palmer's knee that hit the helmet. I thought the ball had hit the helmet. But now it's 0-2. And Brick goes down on strikes to end the inning, and we're tied at 2-2 going to the 7th. All tied up in Wintercrest. 7th inning coming up next on CTN.
I will not be news today. I will not make another push to be the first man in space with frosted tips and a puka shell necklace. And I will not go viral when my terror is caught on camera when I finally realize that in the vacuum of space, no one can hear you sing. I'm Lance Bass, and I will not be trending today because there is a much bigger story that needs to be heard.
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Brand new ball game as we start the 7th inning. It is tied up 2-2. Coon Rapids able to score a run in the bottom of the 6th without the assistance of a hit. Had a couple of walks and an error, a big error with 2 outs that allowed Jake Dujmovic to come home with the tying run.
That was huge.
Dujmovic has scored both runs in the game for Coon Rapids. Palmer, Fry, and Ploof. The meat of the order due up for Anoka here in the 7th, facing Ray Wellner for the first time. Wellner, a perfect 6th inning. Got the Tornadoes 1-2-3, the first time that they have been retired in order this afternoon. Palmer 1 for 3 had the RBI single back in the 1st inning, a ground ball and a fly ball since then. Curveball misses wide. And now fastball inside, 2-0.
Nice pitch there.
One right in the middle. This side, that side, and then right down the middle. 2-1.
Just finding his groove.
This one hit right back through the gap on the left side. A leadoff single for Palmer.
Not exactly the way the Tornadoes wanted to start this top of the 7th. Get your leadoff hitter on. Put some pressure now on Coon Rapids.
Well, and Fry's had the exciting swing so far. Home run back in the 3rd inning. And put a little more speed on the bases. Believe that's Olsen.
That
Bowen
would be
Olsen?
Bowen Olsen, that is correct.
Off-speed pitch, and Fry swings underneath, 0-1.
of waved at that pitch.
Yeah, just looked completely unsure of that. That was not the kind of swing you want to put into the ball. And quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Not sure where that one missed, but it didn't miss by much.
No, it did not.
1-2. Tough pitch to take if you're Tanner Fry. Runner is off, pitch is low. Bobbled behind the plate by Olsen, and a stolen base for Bowen Olsen. Gets the go-ahead run into scoring position.
Yeah, now you take yourself out of the double play situation. And a base hit to the gap with a speedy Bowen Olsen. It's a good shot to score a run.
Well, and the outfield shifted to the right. This one just nubbed in front of the plate, and that's a dangerous one. Wellner up with it. Throw not in time. Olsen rounds third. A little infield single for Tanner Fry.
Now you have a situation with runners in the corners, nobody out for Max Ploof. You can see it's just a little nubber. It died in that infield grass. It's that new grass they planted.
Well, Wellner got over there pretty
he
quickly, but good speed down the bases for Fry, who's not a little guy by any stretch, but showed he's got speed. And he got down there in plenty of time. And good heads-up running by Bowen Olsen. Gets over to third base now, just 90 feet away from a go-ahead run. And
Coach,
still nobody out here.
Coach Co's
in the top of the seventh.
Going to take a visit to the mound. Talk about how he wants to handle this situation.
Well, and after Coon Rapids, benefiting from the error in the top half or the bottom half of the sixth, a couple of walks and an error on the third baseman, Trent Palmer, and then Palmer gets a solid single to lead off the bottom half, and his courtesy runner is all the way at third base trying to put his team back in front and make up for that error.
Well, the pressure now again on Coon Rapids here in the field. Coach Go's got everything set the way he wants.
Well, and with the struggles Coon Rapids has had at the plate, so difficult to get hits. Here it is, Ploof at the plate with runners at the corners out in front of the off-speed pitch.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. Yeah, fly ball to the outfield should score a run.
Fastball can't catch up with it downstairs, 0-2.
Plouf's going to call some time.
This one hit well to right, going back on it is Bowie. It's over his head. One run is going to score. He's digging for second. He's going to stay there. They're going to hold up Fry at third. But an RBI double for Ploof puts Anoka right back in front.
Yeah, it's a nice piece of hitting by Ploof. Not much what we could do to get to that ball. It went over the head.
Three straight hits to start the seventh for the Tornadoes. And now a couple of big insurance runs at second and third. Still nobody out. And Haubner will dig in. Haubner looks at a fastball for a strike. Haubner, a walk in 3 trips, would love a hit here to give his team some cushion. Reaches for one outside, 0-2.
and chasing that pitch on the outside.
That one well outside. Hey, if you get him to go after one down and away, you go there again.
Why not?
Absolutely.
See if he can if he chases it.
Just, be careful that you don't go too far and skip it past your catcher,
right,
and give Fry an opportunity to come home. Again, missing down and away. 2-2. This one popped up right side, drifting into foul territory. Bowie makes the catch, tagging and coming home is Fry. He'll score, and Anoka has a 2-run lead, and that's one you almost let it fall just because of where it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And how difficult a catch it was.
And you got the runner coming in from third, and there you see Bowie coming in on it. Yeah, and he goes to his knees, and again.
And if he can catch that in stride on his way to the plate, that's one thing.
Absolutely.
But just the way it was falling and where it was, dropping down a bunt, a little sacrifice, a little squeeze play on, brings home another run. Ploof scores on the sacrifice by Feitbach, and 3 runs here.
Yeah, it's a nice top half of the 7th for Anoka here with 2 away. Clean the bases, but you put 3 across.
And now Zach Labar at the plate. 2 out, and the base is empty. Looks at a strike. That was a suicide squeeze they put on too, because Ploof was halfway down the baseline before that bat made contact with the ball. Pitch down in the dirt. Olsen a good stop on the backhand. Fastball hit pretty well towards left center. Lehman is there, makes the catch and ends the inning, but 3 straight hits and 3 runs across for the Tornadoes here in the top of the 7th inning. We go to the bottom half. Anoka 5, Coon Rapids 2.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
I wish I was in school. If only I had a math test today. I'll stay after class. I'll clean the chalkboard. I wish I was in school.
School ends, but free lunches for your kids don't have to. Find your local food bank at feedingamerica.org/summer meals for help.
So a big top half of the 7th inning for the Anoka Tornadoes, and Trent Palmer, could have been the GOAT in this one for the Tornadoes. He had the error that allowed the tying run to score in the bottom half of the 6th, but he leads off the top half of the 7th with a solid single, and that turns out to be the go-ahead run, and started 3 straight hits that led to 3 straight runs. And now he comes on with an opportunity to get to the save here in the Tornadoes season opener.
So your changes in the field for Anoka. Ploof goes from first over to third. As you mentioned, Palmer on the mound, and Farley will go over to first to try and close this game out. against the bottom half of the order for Coon Rapids.
Avery Lehman 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout. Lehman, Morrissette, and then back to the top of the order for Noah Wolf. First pitch, good fastball for a strike. This one hit pretty well toward right center. It'll find the gap, digging and going to 2. And he's going to go all the way to third.
Make it easily.
And Lehman's in standing up with a leadoff triple. Good speed, and finally someone not named either Hansen or Dujmovic has a hit for the Cardinals. Of course, if Coon Rapids is able to come back for this, then all of a sudden Palmer might be back on, back in the seat to be the GOAT.
The sun's coming out a little bit, Joe, yet.
It's only about 2 hours late. That one misses high to Morrissette. And up high again.
I'll take it. It feels good. Warms my old bones.
Down and in, and apparently Morrissette thinks he gets first on 3 pitches. Was that 4?
That was 4.
Did I miss?
You missed,
I missed one.
Yeah. Maybe that's home team advantage.
Okay. Runners at the corners now, and potential tying run at the plate in Noah Wolf. Coon Rapids needs 3 to tie, 4 to win here in the bottom of the 7th. Runners at the corners with nobody out. Fastball in for a strike to Wolf. Best part of the order coming up with Dujmovic on deck and Hansen behind him. Bunt attempt goes foul for Wolf. And it's 0-2. Off speed. Well, curve on that one. Got him swinging. Strike 3 in for out number 1.
First out of the inning, as you mentioned, and you also mentioned a couple good hitters coming up for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, look at the way that dropped in. It looked like it was going to stay high. He'd thrown a couple of high balls, and that one, once it started to break, Wolf had to swing. Came up empty. Dujmovic has scored both runs for the Cardinals to this point. A double in the first, a walk, and a run scored in the 6th. Runner is going. Swing comes up empty, and throw unable to be controlled by Fredenberg at second. So a stolen base for Morrissette. But an 0-2 count to Dujmovic. Looked like the throw was there in time, but Fredenberg just couldn't scoop it. Pitch is in the dirt. Nice stop by LePere. Dujmovic can't stop the swing, and a good curveball gets the strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts for Palmer.
Yeah, a big
and Coon Rapids down to their final out. Yeah, he's got a nice break on that pitch. And obviously hard to pick up out of his hand. Twice he's gotten swings. There's another one in for a strike. He's gotten swings where that one, obviously, Dujmovic thought it was a fastball and tried to slow down his swing and just unable to catch up. That fastball, or that curveball was in the dirt, and still Hansen was fooled. 0-2.
Now Palmer just trying to close this game out now after giving that leadoff triple.
Followed by a 4-pitch walk.
Followed by a 4-pitch walk, correct.
Hansen will call time. And now dig back in. Home run here, he ties the game. He could be the hero. That one's going to skip past LeBaire all the way to the backstop. Both runners are going to advance. And Coon Rapids cuts into that lead.
Well, now base hit here gets to within 1.
Broke that one off inside, 2-2. This one chopped back up the middle, takes kind of a funny hop. The throw is in time for the out. Good play by Chase Thomas at short. Had to kind of adjust and back up, and then a spinning throw right on target. And the Tornadoes are going to win this one 5-3.
Yeah, nice effort at the end for Coon Rapids, but those big 3 runs at the top of the 7th for Anoka did them in. Just 3 hits on the ball game for Coon Rapids, 2 in the first game, 3 in the second. But nice job, as you mentioned, by Thomas to pick that one up, throw it over to Farley for the out.
That's not an easy play to make, and you know, it took kind of a funny hop on him. He had to back up at the last second and catch it while his momentum was moving backwards, and then somehow able to spin and make an on-target throw to get the out over at first. And Anoka will get the 5-3 win in their season opener.
Yeah, and the Cardinals will fall to 0-2. Look to pick it up on Wednesday.
Here's what we have coming up for you. We got softball on Thursday as the Elk River Elks come to visit the complex. Then lacrosse next week, boys at Centennial on Monday, and girls at home against Elk River on Wednesday. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Anoka 5, Coon Rapids 3. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us, continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Mr. Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying good night.